Yo, what is happening, everyone? Welcome to the Lifting Ugly podcast, episode number 33. This is a podcast that today is so sick that I feel like shit. That's how sick it is. It got me sick.
You got the South Dakota flu.
I don't know. So, like, the same thing happened on the way. So, went and did the Crown Mountain. Everything was fine. Got back the next day, completely congested, sneezing all over the place, like crippling sneezing. I thought I was going to die type of sneezing.
Oh.
This is just congestion. And then I had some body aches today. So, I don't know. The only thing I think is Grand Junction makes me sick.
I mean, just a little bit of the old school flu, because that still exists.
I don't know. It could be. I could be slowly dying of the vid. You just never know. It does exist. True. It does exist these days. But
I thought it disappeared. I thought racism was back or something, or Ukraine or whatever.
No, nobody cares about Ukraine anymore. What are you on? What's the topic of offense these
trending
days?
Topic? I don't know. I don't keep up because I don't care anymore. Yeah. Everything's garbage.
And Nicole, I will probably try some ammonia after my pre-workout because I swear on my life I'm going to hit deadlifts after this.
Ooh.
I have to. It's been too long. I got to see all sorts of cool shit take place. And I've just been sitting around and not doing a damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
I feels like it. I know I have, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I mean, were you loading and spotting on the meet or just chilling and giving bench handles?
Was running the booth, was getting the girls ready for their warm-ups and for all their sets, and then doing bench handoffs. So I wasn't. Yeah. There's no way I could have handled loading and all that shit. There's no way.
Oh fuck no!
Been too much.
It's also the worst part of the meet if that's what you have to do. It's awful.
But there's a group of guys they had that volunteered that did really well for it. So it was pretty cool.
Nice.
Pretty sweet. Let's run through these real quick.
Oh yeah. No. Do you think?
Yeah. All right. So I'm coming to you all from Monument Fitness. You can visit us at monument.fitness in the so city of Grand Junction, Colorado. Not too bad, not too great. We're hanging in there. That's what we are. If you're ever in the Western Slope area and you'd like to come by and tear at what we got here, go ahead and give me the old shout, and I'll see what I can do for you. And where
not a bad spot
would be at our Lifting Ugly page, at lifting_ugly on Instagram. Search Lifting Ugly wherever you would like to follow or pester or whatever you would
troll,
like to
whatever you got to do.
Yeah, I don't mind. I appreciate all activity.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of trolling, if you'd like to troll Alki, you can do so at Pico_powerlifting or at bellies_out_benching. You can get a hold of Alki there. And you can just kind of say whatever you like to him. He welcomes all comments, pictures, videos.
Yeah. Whatever you want to say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He is open. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He will take it all of it, every inch.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember, it only hurts if you fight it.
Mantra
of mantras. All right, so that's where we are. That's where we're. Oh, and Alki's in San Diego, from a residence that will not be disclosed to the masses.
Let me get my address out over the internet.
Yeah, you don't need our droves of fans flocking to your place in San Diego.
They're too fucking lazy to do anything.
I know. You can tell them exactly where you are, when you're going to be there, how to get a hold of you. And they'd be like, nah, yeah, that's all right. That seems like a lot of work.
Yeah.
All right, so we had busy weekend, which is why we're coming to you on a Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So you had a feller of yours that was doing was it a mock meet or just like an
Yeah,
in
so
meet?
it was at Pursuit when we did that WRPF meet.
Uh-huh.
They were hosting an in-house meet, and we went through a 20-week prep, I think. So I met him at that last WRPF meet at Pursuit. He started with me, I think, that next Monday, and
Oh, okay.
when we started, he was like 155, 160, and by the time meet day came around, he was 170.
Oh. Well, Alkai's internet has just gone down, so we're going to fill this brief time by telling you all about maxbarbell.com. If you are in need of any lifting supplies, singlets, shoes, they have great deadlift shoes, well, lifting shoes altogether. You can get Sabo shoes, and Sabo shoes are great. It's the ones I personally use. You can go to maxbarbell.com and see those things there. His internet is still down, so that did not buy us enough time. If you are listening and enjoy or somewhat enjoy what we do here, you can go to patreon.com/liftingugly and you can sign up and be a monthly subscribing fan of the podcast, and we will appreciate you and love you long time. We'd like to welcome back Alkai. Alkai was in the middle of telling us about his client who was doing an in-house meet at Pursuit Fitness this last weekend.
Sorry, I live in a house that's 1,000,000 years old, and I don't know what the deal is, but the second you step into my room, the internet is dog shit. So anyway, where did I leave off? Like, what was the last thing you heard?
That he started out at 150 something and then checked in the 170.
Oh yeah. So yeah, we bulked him up nicely. Put some solid muscle on him. It was a short period of time, but he picked up shit super quick. So his last maxes, we blew past them. He squatted 356 or something like that. There could have been could have easily been 363. He benched 215. We were going for 235, but he was just a little tuckered out after squats, and he pulled 450 something. So he did fantastic. Super stoked for him. So we got some big plans for the next meet that's coming up. So we'll go through another nice little prep. Hopefully we can get him to a 400 squat, a 240 bench, and probably a 500 pull is what I'm guessing. So things are moving nicely soon. Shout out to Jonah. His Instagram handle is Millimeter Peter, which I think is fucking hilarious.
I figured his name was Peter. It is not.
No,
Peter.
it's Jonah.
Millimeter.
So
Peter
shout out to Jonah.
Good job, Jonah. Way to be.
Way to be.
You know who else competed this weekend, but I have not heard anything from
Seth.
I did see he changed his Facebook profile picture. He was rocking the Lifting Ugly singlet and a Lifting Ugly shirt underneath. So that is greatly appreciated.
Oh yeah.
But we would like to see some numbers, Seth.
We should try just have him on this weekend.
Yeah, we'll grab him. He doesn't have anything else to do. School's not in session. He should be free and clear to do as he pleases.
Yeah. I'll hit him up and see if he wants to come on this weekend.
And he can talk about his little deal that he had going on.
Because I want to know what he spotted.
I do want to. And I know he had an injured ankle, and so that was his that's kind of what he was kind of concerned about.
Yeah.
But he was still hoping to go for a 7-ish, somewhere in the 7 range. But as we go through and we talk about meets, big meets. So we here at Lifting Ugly, we're a sponsor of the Black Hills Classic. For anyone that has not paid attention to anything that also took place this last weekend.
Yep.
This was Squat to Depth Promotions last year of being involved in the meet. So
why?
I think his goal was to help it get going and kind of get momentum. and then he's just kind of bowed out, and he's going to move on and do other things. But
Well, shoot.
for anyone who sees Squat to Depth promotions on any USPA event, make sure to check those out because Al does a fantastic job with the setup, the promotion, and the running of the meet. I mean, it goes through flawlessly. I mean, everything is just kind of clicks right on target. He gave us tons of hits. Kept telling everyone to come back and talk to us and see us and buy stuff from us, and all the things that we were doing for him. So the first overall best lifter, female and male, got $250 each from us here at Lifting Ugly.
Nice.
As well as a T-shirt, as well Excellent. As my friends at Insane Labs sent some ammonia bottles, some smelling salts, and a couple pre-workouts to throw in as well.
Perfect.
Yep, we got a lot of love and support from the lifters there, and from the people that were there to watch the lifters.
Dope.
Yeah, we'll get to that, Nicole. Don't worry. Let's see. So the most popular, the shirts I took were the All Natty Light, this fine Dungeons and Deadlift shirt I am presenting at this time, and the Deadlifter shirt. So nice. The All Natty Light was by far the most popular.
Dope.
I only had 2 of those left. Dungeons and Deadlifts came into a close second as far as sales go, and then with a few left, and the trailing behind was the Deadlifters. But I did knock a few of those out, and people were great. And he's out again. So at this time, let's see. Anyone who's listening who doesn't know, who was watching or didn't see it on Instagram, if you go to liftingugly.com, that is just straight up liftingugly.com. If you go there, I'm going to share my screen here so you guys can see it. Bring that up. There we go. All right. So as you go to liftingugly.com, this is the homepage. If you scroll down past Alkai, beautiful leg press face pictures, you can see, welcome back, Alkai. Are you there? All right.
So if this doesn't work, I don't know what will.
All right. So I'm just sharing the screen of the liftingugly.com homepage.
Okay.
For everyone to see. So as I go here, underneath your beautiful face, happening now section, we have the Black Hills Classic 2022. Under that, we have a nice little link here. If we click on said link, this is what we get. And we're going to take a moment to scroll through and talk about some of these pictures here as they show up. So, all right. Can you see what's happening?
Yeah.
All right. This young man here is Cody, better known to our people on Instagram as Codezilla.
Oh, yeah.
Cody is a very gentle, nice human being that can pull, squat, and bench a whole shit ton of weight.
Yeah. Didn't he get like 2,100 or some shit?
Yeah, it was like 2140 something, 2150 something total.
Nice.
So yeah, his squat was 7 something.
Yeah.
And then his bench was 575, and his deadlift was
804.
Yeah, just over 800. Crazy numbers.
Oh yeah, those are big numbers.
Here we have our best male lifter,
Nathan.
I don't know if you can. Yeah, Nathan. Nathan competed last year at the Black Hills Classic.
Yeah.
He put up some solid numbers. I don't have his numbers offhand, but I do know that he won the best overall lifter. And what's interesting, which it usually doesn't happen, with the really big boys like Cody. So Cody's dot score was actually highest.
Yeah.
He had like a 540 something dot score.
Nice.
But he wears wrist or he wears knee wraps, so he's
So
a
it's classic
raw.
raw.
And
Yeah.
there wasn't enough competitors in classic raw for him to qualify for the best overall lifter.
Nice.
But
Still
because Al is such a great promoter,
yeah,
Al dug in his pocket and pulled out an extra $250 and gave it to Cody for having such a killer number. Yeah,
that's sick.
So that was pretty good. Some North Dakota guys. There's a deadlift pull face.
Nice.
There we got. So anyone who just wants to check these out, you can go to Leon in Peru. There was a lot of heated, which was great. Hey, look, you know this one.
Yeah, look at all that neck.
Okay. So let's talk about this for a second, because this was her 417 pull attempt. Yeah. Did you see the video that she basically she passed out after this one?
Yeah.
Okay, so as I watched the video, lots of things went wrong. As you can, she was very tired.
Yeah.
And rushed this lift. And as you see positions.
Oh, they are off.
Her hand position was off. And she had knocked the bar with her shins on the way down. So it was kind of rolling away as she grabbed to pick up.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that would have made the difference, but it was still a fucking epic pull. And
well, if the lights turn off, the lights turn off.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
How it goes.
And if you put that much into your pull, I mean, then God bless you.
Kudos. Yeah.
Yeah. You did 100% everything that, you gave everything that was in you. And then I'm trying to find, scroll through here. Here's Shelby.
Nice.
And we, we'll go through the breakdown of those girls did. Trying to find the female best lifter. A lot of juniors that showed up too, which was really cool.
Dope.
This lady here, this is Marissa is her name.
Yeah.
She's in the masters category. She also won. She was the best overall female lifter.
Female. Nice. That's tight.
Yep. So, yeah. So if anyone see some pretty interesting faces, you can peruse through here. There's some squats and whatnot. So make sure you check those out.
Hell yeah.
At liftugly.com. And while you're at liftugly.com, you buy some things, because that would be great.
Yeah, we need it.
Cool stuff available. As I said, we only had 3 designs there that were available to purchase at the meet, but there's a lot more on the website. I do owe the top male and female lifters their shirts, because I did not have sizes small enough, because they are smaller folks.
Oh, I saw that on your story, I think.
Yeah. She's like, oh, you probably don't have any small enough for me, and I'm like, yeah, no, mediums are all gone, and that was as small as I bought.
Oh boy, teeny tiny.
So, yeah, she's a little thing, but I mean, all the mediums went away really quick.
Were there less heavyweights this year than last year?
Yeah, I mean, you had Cody. I mean, there's a few guys. There's probably 3 or 4-ish in that range.
Oh, okay.
That were on the heavier end of things. A lot of them were more kind of first time competitors, I think.
Yeah.
And so they had, the only it was kind of cool, because last year you had like the really big overall numbers, the big pull to end out the meet. And then this year Cody had the big pull to end out the meet.
Yeah.
And so it's just kind of, everyone's just sitting there watching, the biggest pull of the night go down.
Yeah.
And it's kind of it's really cool way to end the meet.
Oh yeah, totally.
But we had, let's start with Nicole and how she did. So Nicole,
sounds good.
All of her opening attempts were state records, and so as long as she hit her opening attempt, she set a state record.
Oh,
and then anything above that was another one. So let's see, her first squat, they called her on depth. She got 2 reds, 1 light, 1 white.
Yeah.
And it was a close call, like, because I saw a couple women that I think their depth was really similar that got the opposite. They got 2 whites, 1 red. So it was that close. I mean, it was one of those that could have gone either way. So she made sure she hit depth on the second one, got that state record and that squat out of the way. We went up in weight and just kind of, again, came up a little bit short on the next weight up, but at least got a good solid state attempt in there. And then her opening bench, and I think, what do we ended her at? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, there was so much going on. We started her at 295. So her opener was right around 295
for bench,
and then I think we were for squat.
Oh, okay.
For squat.
I was like, Jesus Christ.
So she hit one of those, and then her second attempt was in the low 300s.
Oh, dope.
And she had plenty of power to pull it off. Just it was a depth call, which was iffy. I think could have gone either way. Her opening bench was let's see, she ended at 159 last year for her top. Her opening bench this year was like 164.
Nice.
And crushed that. So we went up to right around 175 for a second. She hit that one. We went all the way to, I think I picked 189. Oh, okay. Paying more attention than I was to what those numbers were. So 292, 165. I think you hit one higher than 165. Maybe not. Anyway, 165. We'll go with that. But I know the last one was in the 180s.
Oh, dope.
And so we unracked it, and I think as soon as she was holding it all, she could feel how heavy it was and wanted to rush through it as quick as possible. So that last bench was a fail, and she was just trying to get it the fuck off of her.
That's fair. I get that. I understand that.
And then, I mean, her deadlifts were just, I mean, they went really well. So yeah, we were just under 400 for opener, and then she hit that 407, and then we jumped to 417 for that last one, and she left it all out there and almost laid down on the mat. She had three very nice gentlemen that were holding her up to make sure she didn't eat shit as she was trying to walk away and say that she was okay.
Nice.
No, I'm fine.
Yeah, just running on nothing.
So I had to run up there, unlatch her belt, take the wrist wraps off, get that blood flowing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I think she got more kudos for that one than she did on her 407.
Hell yeah. You put it all out there.
That's what people want to see.
Yeah, blacking out.
Yeah. A little pee and some and lights go out, and I mean, I can't ask for any more out of somebody than that. I mean, that's everything. That is 100% everything.
Oh yeah, what a shirt concept though. PP then blackout.
PP and blackout. Yeah. Deadlift sequence.
Yeah.
Pull, pee, blackout.
Instead of 1 tequila, 2 tequila, it's
floor.
Yeah. Okay, so did you have more fun?
Pull, pee, pass out.
Pull, pee, pass. Oh. Yo. I'd wear it.
Hey, there's Cody.
Hey, there he is.
Okay, all right. So we got 771 squat, which is
sick.
Just, I mean, that's just dumb.
It's sick
that he can. 562 on the bench.
Filthy.
And like I don't even think I was doing anything. I think I felt like I just had my hands on the bar and was just I don't think I helped at all. I was like, okay, here you go.
Yeah.
Have fun with that.
Doing my best.
But yeah, I mean, he spoke through those. I think he had a little bit in there, but I'm sure he felt it the next day, just like most other people.
Like we all do.
Yeah. Did I have more fun?
Yeah. So did you comparatively? Which meet did you have more fun? Like, what was different about this year that
between
or like what did you have last year that you didn't have this year? Like, what was like other than me not being there? Like, what were the I guess the highlights of each?
I mean, last year was cool because you just get to see and be a part of the whole environment and get a feel of how it all goes down.
Yeah.
And there were some big names that showed up last year.
Yeah.
Because there's not a whole lot that was going on. So we got to meet some cool people.
Sick people.
A homeboy from Massonomics.
Yep.
And the big giant cop out of
good old Nathan.
Where's he from? Nathan is he from Minnesota too?
No, he lives in
Wisconsin.
He lives in North Dakota.
Oh, he's in North Dakota too.
Pretty positive, yeah.
Yeah, and then Seth out of Minnesota. So, and then there were a few other people that were there at this one. Nathan came back. Blessed was there, so it was good to So I guess a lot of kind of what the cool is, a better idea of what I'm walking into.
Yeah.
See people that I saw last year. There's still the camaraderie, of course. And,
oh, dude, yeah.
And then being a sponsor of the event adds a whole nother level to it. Just because you get to see the appreciation and be a part of the appreciation of the people, and when they hear that you're potentially giving them money,
yeah, they're gonna like you a lot more.
Yeah, and just and it's not even that. Like the majority of the people there knew that they weren't going to win money.
Yeah,
but the fact that there was money available to win is, I think, it plays a huge role in kind of in how you're viewed, and so that was really cool just to kind of be a part of. I had the girls there, obviously, which was fun.
Yep.
I mean, they did great. Couldn't be more proud of them. And then, representing Lifting Ugly as well. They were representing Lifting Ugly. Then I was running back and forth, trying to, do everything I can. And so it added a whole new layer of involvement in it. This was by far, I'm not to shit on the WRPF event in December.
Yeah.
But, Al's been doing this for a long ass time.
So it was a smooth thing.
Yeah, and so everything was like fucking clockwork. And then he knows, he knew I was there. He knew the how far we had come to be there.
Yeah.
And so he made sure that, we felt like we were recognized, and he did a great job at that.
Oh, good.
He announced us constantly throughout the entire thing. I jumped on the mic and told everyone about the Pioneer, belt giveaway.
Yeah.
So anyone who's listening and waiting on that, I'm going to put this on Al, because I am just waiting for the roster list and contact information for everyone, so that I can go ahead and do the drawing for that.
Dope.
But you are not forgotten, and we are going to do that, and it's going to be really fun to be a part of that as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, to be able to give all that shit away, get somebody a belt, get a couple people some money, some products, just stuff like that. I think that adds to it.
Oh yeah.
The whole experience.
Well, I mean, when you have people that are spending 5 to 6 months on an entire prep, have to spend a lot of money on supplements, food, training, coach, gym membership, traveling, and then to get nothing at the end of the day kind of sucks. But like if you, it definitely blows when you kind of, not that the monetary value is why we do this, but it's nice to get a little bit of like, here's for all your hard work. We know you busted your teeth. So
yeah, it's the recognition of, you guys all did something. I mean, they gave away shit. He was just having people pick numbers, and he would assign it, to that person as they registered.
Yeah.
So they would pick a number. He'd give away, a gift certificate for Ghost, a gift certificate for Cerberus, for all the different sponsors that had given gift certificates and gift cards. Instead of giving them all to the top female and male, he's like they're getting a nice package plus some money. We're gonna take the rest of this and we're gonna distribute it out.
Oh, dope.
So yeah, a lot of people got a lot of shit that they didn't expect at all.
Mm-hmm.
So that separates promoters.
Yeah.
One over the other. I mean, the fact that he's willing to take out of his own pocket, that he's willing to make sure that everyone feels like they were included, is huge. So yeah, definitely a huge shout out to Al at Squat to Death Promotions, also Squat to Depth Apparel. Make sure you check them out. They have some cool apparel as well.
Yes, they do.
We know that it's unreasonable to think that you're only going to wear Lifting Ugly gear, even though it should be about all you wear.
Yeah,
just saying. You could buy some Squat to Depth. I'll be okay with that.
For sure. Speaking of ghosts,
and then,
what's up?
I was going to say, and she is right. Someone you do know, but not in the same way as your mom. So Kimmy was there. She took all those pictures of everyone that was lifting. Helped when I was jumping back and forth. Take money for shirts.
Just taking money.
Just I'm still waiting for some of that to come back a little bit.
Yeah.
Because no, she was nice enough. I don't have Venmo because I got kicked off. So we were running through hers because it was the easiest to access.
How do you get booted from Venmo?
Because I had $500 in false charges through Venmo.
Jesus.
And so Wells Fargo made them pay it back.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we don't know where it came from. And Wells Fargo was like, I don't give a shit. You're going to give us the money back. So they gave the money back, and then I was no longer had access to Venmo. So yes. So thanks, Kimmy. You did a great job. A lot of work went into it, the links and all that kind of stuff. So that is much appreciated. Also, the printing on the singlets.
Nice.
So speaking of singlets,
yeah.
When's your brother's meet?
It is.
I'm worried more about your brother's.
Yours.
We have time for yours.
He competes on the 26th.
Okay, and then I will do my best to make sure we get one out to him. If not, at least a shirt.
Yeah.
Does he have a backup singlet?
Yeah, he bought one from Titan, so he has one ready to go.
Oh, okay. So if we can't get him a singlet by then, we'll at least get him a competitor shirt, so he's got something. And then we'll work on getting one. I need to go over the sizes that we still have of the Elite FTS ones that I had. So I just got to see what's available there, and hopefully we can get one done in time that'll fit him. If not, we'll make something work out for him.
Sounds good. I mean, he has the Titan one anyway, so if anything, he'll just wear a shirt.
Yeah.
It's really not a big deal.
Okay. And then, so as I was saying, this meat runs just a lot better a lot smoother.
Yeah.
Than the WRPF. And it's, like you said, he's been doing it for longer, so it's expected that his is going to be a little bit, and he competes regularly or used to.
Yeah.
And still lifts for it. And then, which would bring us to Shelby's lifts, which were great. Okay, so I don't have all the pictures or the videos. So her first squat attempt, we went for, it was around the 225 for her first squat.
Yeah.
And she walked up, picked up the bar, went down, and folded in half.
Oh, fuck.
And I was like, oh, shit. Okay. So she walked off. she walked off, and I said, okay, so what happened? She's like, well, I went forward. And I was like, yes, I know that. Why did you go forward? I could kind of see what had happened.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to see if she could feel the difference. And she's like, I don't know. I just didn't feel like I had any support. I said, did you forget to brace before you drop? She said, well, I breathed in.
Oh.
I said, but you didn't push. I said, but you didn't push out. And she's like, crap. No, I didn't. So second attempt, got her to brace. Still a little anxiety. I got her to slow down her movements. You know, I was like, look, just because they tell you to squat doesn't mean you need to squat.
No, you can take your time with it.
I said, you have a minute. Take a minute.
Yeah.
You know, take the minute if you need the minute. So second one, she came still a little nervous, came a little bit high on her drop. So she didn't get the second one. But there was no struggle in the weight at all. I mean, it just blew through.
Yeah.
So third attempt, she finally cleared it. So she got that number. And then her bench, she hit her first bench. And then her second bench attempt was going to be tied for a state record.
Yeah.
She pushed her butt off the bench, so they didn't give it to her. And then, so we went ahead and we chipped it. We chipped the number, which I didn't even know was possible.
Yeah.
But Kelsey was telling us about, she was doing the numbers at that time. So she's like, well, if you're tied for state record, she said, we can chip it. And that way you get the state record, but it only adds, 2.5 pounds or something or I think 5 pounds total or something.
Yeah.
Something minuscule.
Yeah.
So we went ahead and did that just because I knew she could do the number.
Mm-hmm.
So she comes down and she forgot to listen for a press command.
Oh, this is for bench. Oh, okay.
For bench.
Okay.
Yeah. So she came down, she started, hit chest and started pressing. And as she started pressing, then she heard him say press and she was like, crap. And finished. And her butt didn't come off. She finished the movement, but obviously she didn't hear the command.
Just newbie things.
Yeah, just nerves and being new at it. And then I was concerned because I was getting her warmed up for deadlifts, and her opener was going to be just under 300.
Yeah.
And I wanted her to pull one at 265. And she couldn't even budge it off the ground. And I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah. That's not good.
So I ran in. Yeah. So I was still able to change her opening number. So I changed her opener to like 240 something.
Yeah.
And then, of course, she gets on the platform and just blows it. Just blows it out of the water. Just cranks it like it's nothing. So then I went from 240, 250, somewhere in there to 280.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that was easy. So we're going to hit this 280. So we went and did that. She pulled it like no problem. So I was like, hey, well, how do you feel? She's like, I feel good. I said, what do you want to do? She said, let's fucking send it. Her exact words. And I said, okay. So I hit her at 314. And she thought I was only doing 300.
Yeah.
Apparently.
You pulled a sneaky.
Yeah. And I told her mom and brother were there. And I said, okay, we're going for that 315-ish mark. And so she was like getting ready and she was, she motioned to him. She's like, I'm going for 300. And they're like, yeah, sure. Okay. Like, you go ahead and think.
Whatever. Yeah.
And then she killed that 315, which was a state record for her.
Dope.
And her for juniors. So yeah, it was really cool. It was funny when she started, speaking of lots of weight gain, and it's not bad weight gain.
Yeah.
People talk about, whatever. She came in to me between 160 and 165,
mm-hmm.
and she weighed in at 182.
How tall is she?
5'7".
Oh, okay, cool. Dope.
But she's like, we were like halfway through. I think we were a couple weeks into our last block, and she's like, oh my gosh, I just weighed myself. I'm like up at like 173. Do I need to worry about losing weight? I'm like, no. I said, we're gonna keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever you end up is where you're gonna compete at. And so she ended up. I was like, shit, let's push you into that next category. And so, I said, we don't need to feed you like we're trying to put weight on.
No, just
I said, but
maintenance calories.
yeah. I said, we're definitely not going to cut you. But she put on a lot of weight, which was good. I mean, and they're going to hate me for saying this. They both put on a lot of weight, but it was all good weight.
I mean, that's what happens when you get stronger.
both of them are really fucking strong for who they are, and for being. I mean, and realistically, they're both very new at this. You know, Nicole is not even a full 2 years into it.
Yeah,
and she's deadlifting over 400 pounds now,
which is pretty solid.
And I don't know if you remember when she started, because I looked at her, I was like, okay, she's going to be a project. And I think I told you that too.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, she couldn't, we put a squat bar on her back, and I was like, okay, let's see what you can do with the squat bar.
I remember all
that. like all baby giraffe legs, couldn't get in
fucking
there.
Bambi.
So, I always have to remind them, like, look, this wasn't even 2 years ago. You couldn't even hold a squat bar on your back. And I had to fuck with her feet constantly because she always had them pigeon-toed in.
Yeah.
So from that to squatting 300 pounds to benching, the high hundreds to deadlifting over 4. I mean, come on.
I like it.
You earn that extra weight.
Hell yeah. I mean, how can I get stronger without getting heavier? Oh, don't.
Yeah, that's why bodybuilders usually aren't that strong.
No, they're just poofy.
There's some freaks out there that can push a lot of weight.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and then Cody did send this message to Nicole, and Cody, she was super stoked to get that message. That was his favorite one to watch.
Love that.
I mean, when because you don't see those kind of pulls from women all the time.
No, especially at her second meet pulling 4, quite substantial.
So yeah, very proud of both of them. They both kicked ass. So yeah, trophy wise, let's see. Nicole won her class again.
Yep.
Shelby won her juniors class.
Dope.
She won her open. So she won her juniors class. She won the open class for her weight as well, and the juniors best lifter.
How old is she?
21.
Yeah,
she might be 22 by now.
Okay, she'll be a junior for another year. That's cool.
Yep.
Well, good for her.
So, yeah, they both did great. So I was like, I'm like, well, what do you think? I was like, did you like it? Is this something you want to keep doing? She's like, that's fucking amazing.
I mean, those post-meet feelings are there's something special. Like I can't really compare it to anything else. And then the post-meet blues hit pretty hard. Like, how are they feeling now?
I know both of them. It hit them both really rough, like physically.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
I'm
not
gonna
even pain-wise. I'm talking about like the psychological aspect, because that high is so high. Like that after that meet was done last year, I was like, I was stoked, obviously, but then it was just like boom. It was such a serotonin dump, and then I was just like, oh shit. I was kind of depressed after.
I saw Shelby this morning.
Yeah.
And she's definitely, you can tell she's mentally just completely shot still. But she wants to do the WRPF one in August in Denver. So so we're hitting a kind of just a really low key run through of things this week.
Yeah.
Just to let her body still recover, but then we're gonna get going next week.
Dope.
But yeah, we were at post meet dinner where Nicole had her drinks that she has once a year. Oh my gosh, dude, it was so fun. So yes, she cried. It was the funniest thing, because it wasn't like she wasn't sad. It was just like her body just couldn't function normally.
Yeah, you took your CNS and you hit it by a car. Like you destroyed the shit out of it. You're gonna cry. You're gonna do weird shit that you don't usually do.
So yeah, she was sitting there and just we're all like looking at, why are you looking at me? We're like, because you got tears running down your face.
Yeah.
That's why.
Oh boy.
Like, what the hell is going on? So I just can't control it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So it was, yeah, which I mean is just another, just more proof that I mean she like just literally, I mean it was everything to finish that out. It was fucking great.
Well, that's good, man.
But yeah, so yeah, we went, had post dinner, hung out. They all, they got their drinks in. Neither one of them had. Nicole hadn't drank in a year. I think it had been probably 3 or 4 months since Shelby had even a beer.
Yeah.
And she was quite the drinker before.
Well, training will change that.
Well, yeah, she went out and drank one Friday night and came in Saturday.
Felt like dog shit.
And she's like, oh yeah, she's like, oh my gosh, I still feel kind of hungover. I was like, well, cool. I said, because it's time to deadlift.
Honestly, though, I've had some pretty good hangover sessions. Because I think it's just like you get to the training session, you're like, what the fuck else could happen? Like, I already feel absolutely terrible. Like, other than injuring yourself,
right?
There's not much that can happen that's going to ruin the day. So it's like, all right, I might as well just go balls to the wall. Hopefully, I throw up and feel better, and then we'll just keep moving.
Yeah, I think she realized how much strength it takes out of her.
Not even the combination strength, like it's just like, well, I mean, you're dehydrated. Oh, the hangover. I'm talking about like post meet too. Like it's not just physical. Like not just physical. Like the emotional and the mental part is probably worse than the physical aspect.
Yeah, you go to do something and the communication between your brain and your body just is not having it.
No.
And you just got to do your best to deal with that.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, but yeah, it was fun afterwards. Just hung out, had dinner, and I think Nicole and Kimmy took a couple days driving back.
Nice.
And I hopped in Sunday morning and
dished.
Made a 9.5 hour drive.
Oh, were you by yourself?
Hours. No, which is why it took 12 hours. A wife and a dog that have to get out of the car, it seems like, all the fucking time.
Oh, so Amber did go with you.
Yeah. And so it's never just like, stop, pee, back in the car.
Yeah.
It's, run the dog around. The dog takes forever. She takes forever to go to the bathroom. And then you get done. It's like, okay, well, crap. Well, I need to go to the bathroom. So then you got to find a place. It's just it's a nightmare. So it took forever to get there. It took forever to get back.
Yeah.
And then, Amber's like, oh, she's like, it's so exhausting. This drive is so long. I said, okay, 2 things. One, you and the dog are making this. Yeah, you're not driving. And you and the dog are making this about 2.5 hours longer than it needs to
be. I did like that drive though. It was kind of, some parts were really bitching.
Yeah, and it was a little better this year because things were really green everywhere.
Yeah.
And like I didn't remember anything being green last year, and I don't know if it was, like I said, I was telling them I don't remember if I don't remember it that way because I was so pissed at the price of hotel rooms.
Yes.
So like paying $400 a night for a hotel room can kind of make everything look gray and bleak.
Yes.
Or if it's just I don't know if they had more water this year, but it was definitely all the hills in South Dakota were all just green. Everything, even Wyoming, on our way there, we went through Nebraska.
Yeah.
All those, I mean, Nebraska's pretty fucking flat, but they're tiny little hills that they have.
Yeah.
Like everything was green. So it made it a little bit more enjoyable of a trip.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
The other interesting thing that I found out is the girl who won female. Well, obviously she won. She's a girl, so of course she won female best lifter. She ran a half marathon the next day.
What?
Yeah. So that little tiny lady that I put up, yeah, she got up the next day, ran 13.1 miles in the hills of South Dakota.
That's wild.
and then she's actually from Colorado Springs, so she's from our home state here as well.
Nuts.
So, but yeah, I was, there's some of us are gluttons for punishment, and then there's others that just take it to the next level.
Yeah, that's foul.
She drove 5 hours to get to the marathon. Holy shit.
That's a good way
That's
to get
even
fucking injured,
worse.
but yeah, I got you.
That's a
like, to me, that's just reckless.
definite.
That's badass, but it's reckless.
Yeah, you're not gonna catch me doing anything like that, but
No.
like, I is cool as shit. Good job. That's fucking amazing, but not a chance in hell I'm gonna be.
Yeah,
I can't imagine just taxing yourself during a powerlifting meet like that and really doing much of anything the next day.
Yep, or the next week.
That's physically demanding of really any kind.
Well, I start my my mini cut this week. Yeah, I got.
What are you cutting to?
It's just gonna be 20. I'm gonna drop down to. Like 300 to 305, I think, or just get to 310 and then do a baby water cut the morning of weigh-ins.
So, are you trying to be in the 308s?
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you want to be under that in that low 300 weight category?
Yeah. So ideally, just leverage wise, like my pulls have been getting a lot better. My squats feel better. Even my bench feels better. Like my joints don't hurt as much. So I'm at 320 right now. So if I can just shave even just 10 off or 10, 15, and then just do a baby water cut the morning of, I'll be just fine. Like I'm not too worried about it. And I switched coaches. Things weren't working out with Ryan. So I went with this lady, Janessa, who works at our gym. She competed at the Kearns the last time they had it at California Elite out here. Like, she's a fucking monster. Like, she squatted 5, she pulled 5.75, and benched over, I think, around 3 at 140.
Wow, that's not fair.
Yeah, no, she's yoked. She's smart. She's good with her training. Like, she handles my training partner, Adam. He's in the 240s, squats 7. He's going to pull close to 8, and he'll have a 500 bench. Like, the dude's a fucking animal. So she's very smart. She's good with her training. She's articulate. And she helped me with this cut. So, like, I'm super stoked to see where things go. Like, I squat today, and things are going to – I'm super excited. Like, so this week is going to be a precursor for how things roll for the next couple of months. But I am ready to get my ass on the platform, and I have, like, 5 months to go.
So you're in October or November?
November 6th.
November 6th.
Yeah, it's on a Sunday.
And it's out there. Why are they doing it tested on Saturday?
No, they're splitting the meet up into 2 days. So it's going to be, because it's a bigger meet. So they're going to do the heavier guys on Sunday, and then the ladies and the lighter guys on Saturday.
So what federation is this one?
Oh, it's going to be USPA. So the guy who, it's going to be at Ironmongers in Vista. So the guy who runs it, Rick, is super cool dude, strong as hell. Yeah, Rick Simmons. The guy's solid. It's a dope gym. Their Instagram is super tight. Everyone that trains there, coaches there, is super cool. I met a lot of them last time when I was helping with some bench handoffs. But they're great people. Fantastic gym, super accommodating. That was the meet that I was telling you about that had the my buddy Mike that was doing the massage therapy stuff. They had the food stand. They had yeah. So it's gonna be a sick meet. There's gonna be some big fuckers there. Like it's gonna be badass. And I have so much time to go, and I'm so ready to get on the goddamn platform. Like we got some.
It is a cool name for a gym.
Ironmongers. Oh yeah, they're low. Yeah, dude, it's badass.
It's much better than Grinders.
Yeah, which, to be fair, if I was doing strongman stuff, I would be a grinder 100%. Like, that's a strongman's paradise, but I'm not necessarily doing that for my training. But
and probably to be more fair, they were probably Grinders gym before there was a Grinders gay dating site.
Let's hope so.
If not, then they need to rethink their marketing.
Yeah. Well, I met the owner, and I don't think he's on Grindr.
Yeah.
He's a professional strongman and arm wrestler. So the guy, when I shook his hand, I was like, "Cool, my bones are eviscerated now, and they're turning to powder."
Right. You're like, I'm good with a firm handshake.
Oh yeah.
This was a little much.
Yeah. Like it was just it was so the thumb meat was so fat. I was like, how do I wedge my fucking hand in here?
You're like all in there, like here, maybe.
Yeah.
This?
Like,
no.
Oh.
Excuse me, sir. Your thumb meat is
I don't know how to shake your hand, good sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for what we got coming up. So this should be a fun training block. We're moving to a bigger facility. So I'm training out of STS Performance and Therapy now. So it's a cool spot. We're like 20 minutes away from my house. The guy who runs it, Kelly, is a professional rehab specialist kind of guy. And everyone that trains out of there is that gym's a Kabuki affiliate. So they have actually just last week they had Kyle, who's Chris Duffin's, I think he's like the head coach for the U.S. team, and he's one of the head coaches for Kabuki in general, and he's one of Kelly's good friends. So he was there last week, and that's the smartest motherfucker I've ever talked to, hands down, no questions asked. Like we were talking about things that I didn't know about, you know.
And so that's where, and so that's still in San Diego.
Yeah, so it's in Mira Mesa, which is probably like 15 minutes away from my house, but they're moving to a closer location, to a bigger warehouse, and they just bought a shit ton more equipment. So we're gonna have more combo racks. We're gonna have a monolift. We're gonna have strongman stuff. Like, you guys should pop out here at some point to come check it out when we do our grand opening, because there's gonna be a good chance that Chris Duffin will show up and all that kinds of shit. So it'll be a cool thing. Pretty sweet.
So was it Kabuki or Ghost that was just bought out?
Ghost, I think just our suspicion is they didn't. I don't think they announced to absolve them, but I think Rogue.
It was Rogue. That was what Al announced. I just
cool.
It was Kabuki or Ghost, but yeah, So yeah, Rogue bought Ghost.
Because I was gonna say they're the only company I think can afford to buy out Ghost. So what I think they're gonna do is basically just strip the Ghost logo off of it, throw the Rogue logo on it, and sell that as their high-end equipment, you know? They can still have all their, like, the bumper plates, the cheaper bars, and that kind of stuff, and they're going to use all of Ghost stuff to be, like, their high-end merchandise.
I think, if they were smart, they would keep Ghost.
Yeah, and then
just because, I mean, I don't know. I guess I look at Rogue as being like Walmart.
I guess, but they make the most money though.
I mean, right, and they make a lot of money, and it's not like they make bad stuff.
No,
but it's like I don't know. So I'd almost rather give my money to somebody else.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's because you see them everywhere.
Than buy something from Rogue. Yeah,
yeah, but I mean, like they're dishing out hundreds of thousands for strongman, for CrossFit. They throw a little bit for obviously the powerlifting stuff. So it's not like they have bad equipment, but I mean, it's definitely the most widespread and the most popular. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, it's
I see where you're getting at, though.
Yeah, it's just like you get tired of everything Rogue.
Yeah. Well,
Rogue everything.
It also just like, okay, what other companies are going to shut down because of they can't, get the shit they need to make the equipment, or like the iron or the steel or anything like that. So I'm hoping Ghost will be the only one. So we'll see how that plays out.
I mean, they were still a little bit smaller as far as
they were, but they had big name athletes underneath them. So it's kind of I wonder what they're going to do with all their sponsored athletes. I wonder if they're just going to go underneath Rogue or whatever the hell's going to happen. But that'll be a interesting thing to see how it plays out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So there's tension and drama in strength sports.
Mm-hmm. Who knew all the drama?
So, but yeah, I couldn't remember. I knew it was I can't remember if it was Kabuki or Ghost. I was pretty sure it was Ghost, but
Oh yeah, Kabuki's holding strong.
Yeah, when you were talking about Kabuki, I was like, "Was that who?" Okay.
No, yeah, it's just it's Kabuki's going strong. That deadlift
And they're
bar,
out of
holy shit!
uh-huh.
That deadlift bar is nasty.
Well, that's what they had at the meet in South Dakota was a Kabuki.
Dude, that thing whips so hard.
Well, and I think it's what I think it was Cody that was telling you.
Yeah.
I think it was Cody. Like you almost didn't need chalk.
Dude, the knurling.
Yeah, it just grabs in and doesn't let go.
Oh, it tears your hands apart. My right leg is chewed up every time we're done. Like it's nasty.
Yeah, so they had one back in the warm up area, and then that's the one they were using on the platform.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, I mean everyone loved it, but yeah, they're like, no, that shit's no joke.
Absolutely not.
It's for real.
For real.
All right. Well, I don't have. Oh wait, we missed talk about Pioneer Belt and the fact that we will be, along with Pioneer Belts, giving away a belt to one of the competitors from the Black Hills Classic. But anyone else can go to generalleathercraft.com, play with, make your own customized belt, see what it'll look like. Well, you can't see what it'll look like, but you can have an idea of what it'll look like.
Yeah.
Check out the different ideas that they have. You can go to their Instagram page and look at all the different belts that they've made for other people.
I think I'm going to make a new one.
Fucking amazing. Yeah.
I think I'm going to pull the trigger.
And then there was, and I did see a lot of competitors at the meet had Pioneer cut.
Yeah.
Belts that they were using, which gives you half inch holes versus 1 inch separation. So for all the little individual stuff. So everyone make sure you go check out generalleathercraft.com. Check out our at High Lifting Belts.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. And then also let's jump to, we got all carried away with the meat talk. Talk about meat. Just took over. So we had our face of the week.
Yeah.
Dinner. I know it was over on Saturday, so we've been holding this on.
Yeah.
And it was none other than
oh, sweet baby Ray. There he is. Oh, I love it.
That is just great. There's just all sorts.
So I can't wait to tell him.
Yeah, tell him he's a winner.
He is. He'd love to hear it.
He won the ugly face. He seemed pretty excited, but then that his friends were screenshotting his ugly lifting face.
Oh yeah.
But hey, that face got him a victory.
It did.
That's what that did.
It pulled him a W.
Victory. Yeah. And not everyone can say that.
No.
Not everyone gets a win.
Oh, I can't wait to tell him today. That's exciting.
We had some pretty good ones. We had he even beat out a girl. He beat out a girl with a submission. And Randy had a good submission.
I seen it.
And he beat out Randy as well. Yep. So his was pretty good as well.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Ray.
Congratulations.
Thanks to you guys for submitting that for him.
I have more. I have a DM chain with all of them. So they're all sending their faces. So I'll be dumping a bunch towards you.
Just like shoot one or two every week.
Yep.
And so that's what hopefully some of the competitors from Black Hills will take advantage of those pictures that are there and use those and submit those for their to get their face of the week in there.
Oh yeah.
So if we jump down and we go and we try and do a white lights, red lights, do you have any ideas for what we can do for white lights, red lights?
Oh man.
Give the rundown. I think I've got an idea.
Okay.
I got something coming to me. So
do you want me to extend it out, or do you want me to be straight up with it?
Little story backdrop, never hurt anybody.
Make it a little lavish. Got it. All right. Yeah. So it's Thursday evening. You just had your last sip of water. You don't want to go into weigh-ins a little too water bloated. You wake up Friday morning. You're about to compete for the USPA. The Real Man's Federation. You get out of bed, take a sip of water, you take a dump, you take a pee. Get in your car. You drive to IHOP, Denny's, Waffle House, whatever your preferred method of pancake, eggs, and bacon delivery is. You get your food, you smash it. You're decently full, not too full. You don't want to push that mark. You get in your car, you drive to the menu. You see all the other savages that are about to be smashing weight. You do your gear check. You get your numbers for your kites. You get your number for your weigh-in done. And then they send you on your way. You get the rest of the day to eat food, drink water, take a nap, hang out with friends and family, do your thing. You wake up Saturday morning. It's fucking go time. You wake up, you get a little more breakfast in you, you drive to the venue, get out of your car, grab your goddamn duffel bag, walk through that front door. Everyone's in their hoity-toity singlets. You got your snacks. You got whatever gear you're taking that day.
Your last minute gear.
Put on your deadlift socks. You're putting on your gear. Your last minute gear, whether it's Winstrol or whatever your method was. They start briefing. They give you the rules. They tell you what you can't do. But the most important aspect of this meet to get any passing total is the white light, red light concept. Okay. So in order to have a passing squat, bench, or deadlift, you have to convince that 2 of the 3 judges that they liked your lift. Meaning you hit squat depth. You nailed your bench command. You got the down command perfectly for deadlifts. You didn't drop it at the top. You came down with it nice. You can, or 3 of the judges that your lift was perfect. You get 3 white lights score. Or in the other direction, unfortunately, you got your squat. You missed the rack command for bench command. Or you can't budge it off the floor. You get it halfway, or you drop. Unfortunately, that will cause a red light score. What we're after. Live your life by 3 white lights. It'll get you somewhere. Was that good enough? That played out enough for you?
All right. That is good enough.
Gregory, are
so
you there?
As you can see by our fun little... Yeah, I'm here. I am here. Can you see our
like
ticker?
That?
I did like that. That was very great. So, as you can see by our little ticker at the bottom, we have snacks.
Yeah, your is making it delayed.
Well, okay. Is that better? It takes a little time to catch up. Okay. Well, I guess we won't run the ticker then, since it's messing everything up.
Screwing it up.
Okay. So first on the snacks for white lights, red lights, we have a classic of Rice Krispie treats.
Ooh, I had one last night. Are they made, or are they from the plastic wrapping, or from the store?
Not so. I would say not the Kellogg's wrapped Rice Krispie treats.
They're the homemade ones.
A homemade style.
Ooh. Oh yeah,
Rice
3
Krispie
white lights
treats.
for sure.
So we had from a place they had a toasted coconut Rice Krispie treat.
Was it Chiba Hut?
No, it was not.
Because Chiba Hut makes the snacky one where they'll use like Fruity Pebbles or Cocoa Puffs or any other breakfast cereal, and they're the shit. They're so good.
Yeah, these were just like gigantic, thick ones, and then the one had layer of toasted coconut on the top.
Oh,
And then we got another one, and it was a s'mores Rice Krispie treat.
Oh,
So it was Rice Krispie treat, and then a layer of graham cracker, chocolate, and then the other marshmallow, the other Rice Krispie.
that's a
treat.
slutty Rice Krispie.
It was super delicious.
Damn.
It was. I don't know how much it cost, but it was.
Well, perfect.
Okay, next on the agenda. I didn't want to get too specific.
Okay.
With I've answered. But how do you feel about cookies as a snack? For your let's make this meat snacks. Not meat MEAT, but MEAT.
I got it. I'm not gonna mushroom print a cookie. I got you. I mean, I'll get that 3 white lights. I mean, like my preferred snack is muffins, but cookies, muffins, whatever gets your rocks off. So I'll still give that 3 white lights for sure.
And then what cookies are you going for?
I'm a big M&M cookie guy.
M&M cookie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So step off of the chocolate chips and
hit them with the Marshall Mathers cookie.
That's right. That's the angry mad at the world cookie.
My name is.
I like my cookies really angry.
Yeah.
So give me the M&M
with a little bit of
give me the M&M cookie. Yeah. All right. So next one we have, and I would say cookies. My favorite is a Snickerdoodle cookie.
Good choice. Good choice.
And I like them where they're almost raw in the middle.
Ooh, baby, you like
so
it raw.
Soft. Yes, old DB style. Is how we're rolling with the Snickerdoodles.
That's awesome.
All right. So next, then we have Cheez-Its. What is your thoughts on Cheez-Its?
I've never been a Cheez-It guy, even like a Goldfish guy, at all.
So you're not a cheesy cracker type of
Not
fan.
really. I mean, I'll do like. No, I like I'll have 1 or 2 and be like, okay. So I'll give it maybe one white light, 2 reds.
So it's edible, but
yeah, like I appreciate it for what it's worth, but nothing too crazy.
So I am like I love Cheez-Its.
I've never seen you eat Cheez-Its.
But I only like regular Cheez-Its.
Oh.
I don't like all the fancy white cheddar, pepper jack, hot and spicy.
Oh, I lied. I had the crispy ones one time, like the thin chip ones. Those were really good.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, for the most part, yeah. I see, but you don't need to get fancy with it.
Yeah, that's the thing that bothers me most about these companies. You have an Oreo cookie.
Yep.
Okay, you step your game up and you double the stuff. Okay, I get that. Yeah, it's understandable. But why are you getting all crazy with the fillings now?
I mean, I've had the Reese's ones; those were good. The Oreo thins that have like that little hint of coconut, not bad either. But I've seen like the Peeps ones. I know you like Peeps because you're a psychopath, but like,
right? But I'm not big. Like I'm not big into like Oreo variation. Like I'm just not big. Like you have a solid product.
No, you're an OG. I got you. You want the original.
Yeah. So, yeah, the only Cheez-Its that I like that aren't the original are the extra toasty ones.
Extra toasty. What do you mean?
Yeah.
They make extra toasty.
Yeah. So like they'll have like burnt edges.
Really?
Yeah.
They make those?
Yeah. They're like specific extra toasty ones.
Am I living under a fucking rock? What the hell? I've seen those before.
Well, like you said, you're not a cheese cracker connoisseur.
Oh, so. I thought you were talking about Oreos.
Oh no!
I was like, when are they making burnt edge Oreos?
That would be hard to know that the edges were burnt.
Yeah, because they're black.
It's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell.
An Oreo is burnt. Yes. Yeah, I know. Nobody likes Peeps, but yet still somehow every year they come out, and every year people buy them.
Mm-hmm.
Just like nobody likes circus peanuts, but they're always sold out at the
they're
store.
so gross. Ugh.
They are amazing.
Ugh,
shut your mouth.
Monster.
You shut your mouth. Shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
I don't take shit from a grown man who eats circus peanuts.
Are you kidding me? That's such an candy.
I mean, I guess so.
It's like the most people,
or like the butterscotch candies.
I'm ahead of my time.
Yeah, that's, all right. I'll give it to you.
Oh. Okay, and then the last snack will be rice cakes.
Plain or flavored?
We're gonna have to include all flavors of rice cakes. Because I think someone who enjoys or seeks out a plain rice cake is for sure a sociopath.
I've had the cheddar, like the white cheddar ones. Those aren't bad. I've had the apple ones. I've had the cinnamon ones. So I'm gonna give it 2 whites, 1 red, and the 1 red being for just the plain ones.
Right, just eating paper.
That's like packing peanuts, like that, but just smushed.
It is packing peanuts, really.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Edible packing peanuts.
Cheers.
That's all that is.
Cheers.
Okay. Well, that's what I came up with on the fly.
I thought it was great.
There we go.
You did fantastic.
See, more proof that only a sociopath would eat plain rice cakes.
Yeah. You're not helping your cause, Nicole.
All right, so we're going to be back here in about 4 days?
Yes. Oh, also a heads up, I go home on the 22nd of next week, so next Wednesday. For 8 days, but that weekend for majority of the trip, I'm going to be doing training for that new position that I'm going to be doing underneath my stepdad, and then I have Kainoa's meet that weekend. So Drew competes Saturday, and I think Kainoa's on Sunday. So I'm going to be swamped pretty much the entire trip.
How are they 6 hours behind us?
3. Well, for you guys, depending on what time of the year, either 3 or 4. I think right now, it's 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's not bad. We can make something work at some point.
Yeah.
We'll throw something together.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I'll have to have a guest host on.
There you go. You could do like Jack or I don't know, Wyatt.
That would probably get really weird really fast.
Yeah.
Even more so than already happened.
Oh yeah, totally. 100%.
All right. We'll put some thought on that. But we do have this weekend, so we'll be back in about 4 days.
Yep.
Other than that, everyone needs to go check out our quote unquote sponsors, which would be generalleathercraft.com for Pioneer lifting belts, maxbarbell.com for other lifting gear, and go check out our stuff on our social media platforms. You can go donate and sign up to be a member on Patreon or patreon.com/liftingugly, or make one-time donations or buy gear from liftingugly.com. Also, that is where you go to see the pictures from the Black Hills Classic that were taken by Kimmy. So, on that note, we'll be back in a few days. Everyone enjoy your time away from us. Don't cry. We'll be back before you know it.
All right.
Adios, everyone.
Peace out.
Ta-ta for now.
Bye.
Oh, no. Flat lip, belly tuned up. Yeah. I pay my dues, refuse to lose, so fuck
fuck the blues, ain't your bad news. You can trip if you choose. While I sip booze on a 7-day cruise in Louis Vuitton shoes with floozies by the tubes. The good life, talking about the good life. Live it up for a little while, then go to the hood to get the good wife and settle down. But for now, I'm studying down. Refuse to allow myself to defile like when I was sniffing pals. Still got trials and tribulations. Refinement from cultivation takes patience. I'm waiting, paper chasing to get a place like Peyton. Politicking in the